Good Monday morning to you. It's Mike Mahoney, Century 21 American. Wanted to say thank goodness it's Monday. So lots going on here in the office, but I wanted to just say that, we're getting into a slower period of the year when agents should be doing some business planning. So I wrote some notes here about business planning, and we've heard the cliches, but I'll repeat them because they're worth hearing again. Failing to plan is like planning to fail. If you don't have a plan and you don't execute that plan obediently every day, day in, day out, you might as well step right up to the wheel of misfortune and spin it, because this is what's going to happen is you're going to suffer the misfortune of the market. You're going to be at the whim and whimsy of what the market will bear for you without trying to shape and dictate your lifestyle. Right now, we're headed into winter here in the Northeast, into the holidays, and many agents are going to step away from the business. This is an opportunity for those that are willing to work on any day that ends in Y. So I would say to you, plug in, do the work, prospect, lead generate, business develop, whatever you want to call it that works for your crazy head, so that you don't feel stressed out that I tell you to have a sales job. Just name it, whatever you want to name it, and do the work. You have to seize the opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of an opportunity. And right now, agents are checked out. Agents are about to tap out. I said it the other day. Many of them are dancing around on a shoelace. So now is the chance for you to get visible, get out there and amplify your exposure to your network, your sphere of influence, and your friends and family. Because right now, just like I'm telling you to business plan, people are planning their lives, right? They're thinking, next year is our year to move. Well, you want to be ahead of everybody else, meeting these people, talking to these people, being visible to these people. I want to share with you a couple things. So last week I had the fortune to meet a newer agent, very intelligent, and we chatted a little bit. And during the conversation, she told me about her Aunt Sallie. And her Aunt Sallie and she have a strange relationship. Oh, the aunt's last name is May. So it's Sallie Mae. And in this particular licensee's situation, her and Sallie have a financial arrangement where this licensee is going to make payments to Aunt Sallie every month for a very long time. So we got talking a little bit, and I said, well, if you could wave a magic wand, what would that number look like for you in real estate? So we pulled a number, and the number is $130,000. So basically, the person said, do you think it's achievable? I think anything's achievable in America, right? The dream is free. The hustle sold separately. So in order to hustle, you have to have a plan. You have to be obedient to the plan, and you need to execute the plan every day. So today, what I'm going to share with you, and this will be a good reminder for some of our newer agents here at Century 21, some of our prospective agents, I want to show you a tool called the Business Planning Tool for Associates, which will let us walk through creating a calculation based on what you want to achieve for the year. So I'm going to plug in $130,000 and show you how to achieve that. And I think it's really achievable if you're willing to be obedient to the plan. And then what I'll share with you after is I'll share the PDF with you. I'll share the link to you. I'm going to share with you a tracking tool. And for those of you that are wanting to develop a plan, a more strategic plan to hit that number, if you use the business planning tool for associates, I'm going to share with you a robust plan for 2023. These will be available if you are seeing this video and you're not with Century 21 and you want access to the tools. My email is mike@mmahoney.com. mike@mmahoney.com, and you can reach out to me, or you can send me a text, 617-615-9435. If you want to run the business planning tool and you're not with Century 21 and you want to develop a plan, I'll be happy to help you. Let's make it a great day. Thanks. As I mentioned in my intro video, this is the Sales Associate Business Planning Tool, so you're going to accept the terms and conditions of usage of the tool. We talked about our friend, and many of our friends in the business have our Aunt Sallie Mae. So we're going to start the year in January 2023. We're going to work 220 days. We have an income goal of $130,000. Now, the average sales price is going to vary from market to market, town to town, office to office. Our office, the average sales price is actually a little higher, but I did put this number in lower so that we fail forward. If we don't hit the number, then we will hit the goal, just because we're going to have little slightly lower numbers, which make the projection a little harder to achieve, which then if you fail forward, then you hit the goal. So here I'm going to put in 450. Now, commissions, this is an interesting thing, right? The national example is 3%. It can range anywhere from 2 to 3%. I put this number in a little low at 2.3%. The average sales associate commission split, 68%. What percentage of sides do you close? So if you touch a buyer or you touch a seller and you have a written contract, 90% of the time it will go through, but there will be a 10% fail rate. People change their mind. They can't get financing. Stuff happens. Life gets in the way. So we're just going to do that at 90%. What percentage of total sides are buyer sides? So how many listings versus buyers? And in this case, I'm going to put 70% buyers just because this agent would be newer. So the likelihood that they're working with buyers before they're working with listings is probably a little higher. 70% is the number I chose. What percentage of your listings, if you take a listing, go to an actual contract? Again, 90%. Okay, and in this box here, I put how many contacts do you need to meet the result of one closing? So national example says 70. I think it's realistically 60, but I'm going to put in 70 as a negotiated compromise with what I think in the system. So we're going to continue to step 2, which is the seasonality. So this allows you to play with, seasonality. There's winter in the Northeast. There's summer in the Midwest. So, I would it has to add up to 100%. How you do it is how you do it. Maybe January you might not have any closings because it's slow. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. If you're working every day, seasonality is going to be not as impactful if you work every day. Continuing to step 3, now we're going to be able to download the full report. So you'll click download. Now we've captured the sales associate report for business planning. You go through this. So we've got the desired income set at the top at $130,000. As stated, we're going to work 220 days, which might be low for a real estate agent, but you don't want to burn out either. So based on that goal and the number of work days, it says that you're going to have to make 6 daily contacts, or a yearly goal of 1320. You're going to have 14 buyers. You'll do 14 buyer contracts. You'll take 6 listings, which is going to give you 20 transactions. And then we said there was going to be a 10% fail rate on listings and buyers. So that's going to get you down to 18. So it shows you here how achievable this is if you just make your daily contacts. Pretty simple. Easy to do, but not easy to do consistently. I've given you the plan. It shows you here what you need to do. But will you step right up and not do the plan and spin the wheel of misfortune? I don't know. That's up to you. I'm going to give you some tools that will allow you to delve a little deeper in business planning. So I'll share those with you now. One is the Tom Ferry business plan, which is pretty robust. And the other is just a daily tracking sheet. This is a pretty robust plan. It walks you through about 12 to 14 pages from what I recall. And Tom Ferry is a trainer. So here it is. You can download it. So this is editable. So when you fill it out, you can do a save as, is what he's showing you here. So here you can set your Vision statement: I've committed to have the best year ever because I want to divorce my Aunt Sallie from my life. My personal vision is to have a life worth living, a career worth having, etc. So write your personal vision. What's your professional vision? 5 key areas to master professionally, 5 key areas to master personally. So we'll just continue down. Okay, transaction goals for this year. You can plug in, right? So here we know at the bottom we got to hit 20. What can you do? What can you control? Well, if I had to go out and do it, you can go after expireds, for sale by owners, REOs, foreclosures. Those are very low right now. You can set up a geographical farm. You can do some business networking. You can develop your circle of influence, past clients, repeats, and referral business. So, you set your goal here. Going into this further, this is where you get this year's transaction goal is 18. They're saying you need, the income goal is a little low here. That's why it's changed. So his planning tool is a little different. Daily prospects is 3.27, and it shows you how he got there. Actually, 3.6. So you need 72 people to talk to per month. 800 for the year is what they're saying. Number of transactions needed for goals is 20. Number of listings taken, you plug this in from our report that we created. It's going to be 18. Is that right? So you'll just keep going through this, and then some monthly due plans for the month. So what are you going to do now? So you've said this is what you've got. You're going to go to 4, which is identify your top lead generation systems. So name those, whether it's, business networking, expireds, for sale by owners. Does that have a cost associated with it? So you'll just go through this. This is just planning. Then you're going to plug in when you're going to execute the system, what months, when you're going to get things rolling. Now you're going to just track your progress. So this is Weight Watchers for real estate agents. So you're going to, keep a score on yourself. So days worked. I worked today. Put in a 1. You work tomorrow, change that to 2. Keep score on yourself. Do a save as. This is how you, become effective. You execute the plan and record the result. Daily actions. Can you talk to some FSBOs? Can you do some expireds? Can you do some personal notes? Can you go to a chamber meeting? Can you go to a business networking event? Can you book 3 appointments per week? Can you do a newsletter? Can you do some social media? Can you create 3 new business contacts and 3 new customer contacts daily? Just an example. His keeping track of your expenses, personal expenses, weekly business meeting, right? So you're going to have a meeting with yourself, not dissimilar from Ninja. And this talks about, the path to mastery and climbing this pyramid. So, you have to have interest or commitment. You got to do your lead generation. You got to do your lead conversion. You got to work on your presentations. You got to have back office systems, database. But really, it's all about this base, which is lead generation and lead conversion, because that's going to get you to the presentation, which is going to get you to the results or the closings. So it's pretty robust. I hope you find this helpful. Let me share with you Tom Ferry's father's tracking sheet from Mike Ferry. And this comes from Mike Ferry's Action Workshop. This is just a daily log. So you set your daily goal of number of contacts. So if it's 6, you set 6 here, you set the date, and as you make contact with people, you check it off. Then You circle whether or not you generated a lead. If you set an appointment, keep track of that because you're going to need appointments. Was it a buyer or a seller? Total contacts made. And it kind of allows you to track for sale by owners, expireds, sphere of influence, just listed, just sold, lead follow-up calls, and then you can kind of keep notes. But simple systems can make you effective if you execute. That's all I got for today. Make it a great Monday. I'm around all week. If you need help, please reach out to me. Thanks so much.